Inappropriate behavior needs to be met with an equal and opposite reaction. It's best if it comes from the dog. If not, it needs to come from the handler. Takes his eyes off Prince right there, just for a split second. That's why I ease up. This dog was rescued about 3 months ago. The owner does not know the dog's age and does not know the dog's history. Brought him out because he meets every dog with going up on the dog in a dominant manner. This dog's going to meet a bunch of dogs. I'm going to slow down some parts for you, but the main interesting part of this video is Prince's reaction and other dogs' reaction to this dog. I don't know why Prince gives this dog a pass. It could be because he just really likes the dog, and even though the dog's dominant, he doesn't mind it. He doesn't think there's anything behind the dominance. It could be because Prince, as he gets older, he knows that if the dog is on a leash, he doesn't need to do his job because he knows that I'm going to do the job for him or for the dog, and that's fine with Prince, and Prince understands that. It could be because this dog, while we are guessing only a year old, Prince is like, this guy's serious, and I need to tell this guy that I am his friend because I don't want to fight this dog. Now, I think it's the first thing. I think because multiple dogs, he meets them and he's not very nice to them, but multiple dogs seem to like him no matter what. I think he's just young enough that they don't care much. So this is the first introduction to Prince and right up. And that's what he does. He goes right up on the dog. Now, you're going to see him not be awesome to Prince right here. This was the intro video you saw. Now you're going to see the whole thing and up. And I said equal and opposite reaction. That's what he needs. So keep looking. Now watch him right there. Right there. He takes his eyes off the dog for about a second. What that'll do is that will sort of orient their brain. Okay, how bad does this look? It's not good. Prince has to do a little headbutt to get him off. In slow-mo, it looks even worse, where he stays up there for a long time. Prince still, you've seen him not take that well from a lot of dogs. That was a lot. And Prince did not seem to mind. Why didn't he seem to mind? My guess is that he just didn't, he knows the dog is young, although we don't know how young the dog is. I thought he was about 14 months. The guy said he thinks he's around 14, 15 months. Prince will have a problem with 14, 15-month-old dogs. But I'm actually guessing, because I look at his teeth, and you're going to hear me say that, I'm actually guessing he's around 9, 10 months. Prince does not have a problem with 9-month-old males. He has a problem with 1.5-year-old males. And that's common, by the way. So the age of the dog and how dogs are going to react to them matters. Again, all dominance, right? There's lip licks in there. Prince is doing his normal thing, but then you're going to see Prince, look at Prince's tail wagging. Normally a dog will sort of go up on him like that or look at him like that, and Prince is like, you don't do that to me. Look at this. Prince loves him, and he's even serious. Look how serious he is. And Prince is like, yeah, it's a big game. I don't know why Prince likes him. You ever meet anybody and you're just like, yeah, people don't like this person. I think this person's great. Or you're like, this person doesn't seem that nice, but I kind of like him. Like the dogs are no different. They're no different. The energy of the other dog matters. I cannot let this dog off leash. The worst thing that would happen is he chases him. See, look at that. I mean, the chase isn't great. It's like kind of right at the head. The worst thing that can happen is I let the dog off leash. Prince like him, then he nips Prince, and then we have a big fight. Okay? Because this guy can't like win. Look at this. Look at this upness. Now, why am I not doing anything? One, it's still early in the process. I'm wondering if Prince is going to do anything, but I'm starting to learn he's just not. He just likes the guy too much. Or seemingly likes the guy too much. But in him, and then you're going to see him. Watch this. Now, why am I letting this go? We got to figure this out. Is he going to stay up there for an hour? I know dogs that will stay up there for 20 minutes. Okay, he gets off. That tells us something. Is Prince going to get mad when he's up there? I needed to see everything in a controlled environment so these people, look at Prince. Tail wagging, licking of the ears. Now, it's close to this point where I'm going to stop letting him. Then the rest of the dogs, I'm going to stop. Okay, that's the moment I'm like, okay, if you're not going to do something, Prince, we got to do something. All right? So you're going to see him meet the rest of the dogs. And we're over it, right? We kind of have a 3-second rule. You can stay up there for 3. Oh, watch this right there. How does that look? It doesn't look good.
Oh, God.
You see that eye contact and that stare? Okay. It's not good. That's why we couldn't let him off the leash. Now we're going to go to original audio.
You gonna be nice?
You could be a nice boy. Let me look at your teeth. Yeah, he looks pretty young, man. His teeth are white.
Okay.
He looks young, like a year.
Younger than a year? Or...
I wouldn't say he's younger than a year.
I think he's under 2 or almost 2.
By his teeth, he looks under 1. They're perfect.
Yeah,
Look at these teeth.
They're pretty white.
They are, I mean, that's darn near perfect teeth.
Yeah.
And like street dogs, if he was on the street, they'll like eat random stuff and get plaque. That's not his deal. I'm ready. You're gonna see something interesting right now that I want you to learn. This dog's gonna run into my knee and I'm gonna give him a tiny little push. Okay, right here, watch. Boom. Here it is again. He doesn't know where he's going because he sees a dog. And look at my leg just extend a little bit. That is often enough for if the dog has tunnel vision, which many dogs do, it gets him out of it for 1/100 of a second. And that 1/100 of a second matters. Okay, meeting another dog, looking okay. Does that make sense? To the left, that little 2-inch, my knee came out, just enough to get his brain off of that dog for a second. Look at his eyes. This isn't, oh, then he looks at me. This isn't abnormal. A lot of dogs are like this. But when they're aggressive or they're dominant or they freak out, it's all about getting their eyes off the dogs. And treats don't do it. It's manufactured. It's fake. Okay, it doesn't really make them go, oh, I better watch this person. It makes them often get reinforced for the bad behavior. Okay, I got a treat. Now I can stare at that dog again. So medium dog, he's going to get a correction right here. It was just too much. It was kind of like that look at Prince. It was just a little too much. So that was... We can rewatch it. Maybe we should. Like he got a little thing in his head and he's just like, yeah. And he just like, that would have been like a chase and a just not listen to anybody.
Yeah.
It just seemed pretty, bold and like, yeah, it seemed very like a pin may happen if he gets to the dog.
Okay.
So I went a little harder and I did the butt touch. You saw that.
Yeah.
I've talked about it before, just to kind of get him out of it. There's one boss in this mix. It's us 3. Yeah. I'm ready. Male, about a little younger than him. Oh, that got his attention. And it doesn't hurt him. Yeah, he just flipped. That got his attention, bro. Hey, you want to see your friend? You can see your friend. Hair up. Good boy. You're so good. You're so good. Will you leave it? Sit. Okay. I just tried to get a leave it in there because you want him to be off leash and you want to be able to say leave it and him do it. And I did get it in there. I got to leave it in there. Leave it. You're being so good. You're being so good. There's been zero quote unquote aggression in him. It is all posturing and dominance. Let everything go until I would say up. And then you're gonna, every single time you're gonna correct him. And then I would recommend doing like a leg flip, or a butt touch, or some measure of punishment that gets his attention and lets him know that's not okay. And just pulling him off and then walking away isn't letting him know that's not okay. That's pulling him off and walking away.
Gotcha. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not a real thing. It's not a real good boy, good boy, good boy. You're so good. That's your friend. You're so good. I let it go, right? I let it go because we got to try to let him be I let it go because he's being so good. Off. Then he stood up there too long. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay. Wasn't that long and wasn't that bad. But we're trying to train this guy. Yeah, let it happen. Trying to train this guy. You can stay up there for a half a second, bro. That's all. After that, you're getting corrected. I'm being as anthropomorphic, which means putting human emotions on animals, as you can possibly be. I'm like talking all in terms of like emotions and stuff, but you can't deny the reaction that Prince and this dog have had to him. These unneutered dogs, him and Prince, you can't deny that they do not feel threatened by his
No one wants to play with him. No, I mean, everyone wants to play with him. He don't want to play with anybody. And they're still like, we like you. Like, why do you like him? Like, he doesn't seem... Prince, too. It's weird. It is weird. We got the fix, man. You're going to go and you're going to meet dogs, and you're going to do it so damn confidently. And then you are going to go kind of shock and awe on this guy when he does, and I can identify what it is. I would say it's 3 seconds up.
A paw or a head?
A paw, or I'd say it's 3 seconds of a paw up there or a head. Yeah, like you said, a head up there, boom. And then it's like 1,000, 2, 1,000. You can throw in a leave it or a some cue. Oh, what was that? 2 seconds? Like, we can't be dictators. I can't just be, you can never, off! Every frickin' time. Sit.
Ranger.
Okay. No, don't hold a grudge. He can't do what he just did. I'm not saying it's the worst thing in the world. I'm saying you live in Pomona. You don't live in the wild. He can't do it to dogs. And if you're going to nip it in the bud out here, so you never have to deal with it again, because you're not going to do it as good as I am. You might. It's not rocket science. But I've also, the proof's been in the pudding, where every single time I do that to him, he tends to get better. I don't know why they like him so much.
And that's the truth. I don't know why they like him so much. It doesn't make a lot of sense. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to make sense. Energy doesn't always make sense. He's meeting Connery right now. If this video has helped you with your dominant, young, excitable dog, hit that subscribe button. Also, we have merch now. Beckman all day. We will do this all day. The training, the behavior. It'll remind you when you buy that shirt, it's for dogs. We have a dog shirt. We have people shirts, sweatshirts. It's in the shelf right below this video. It'd be awesome if you feel like buying one.
If I were you, I would be very happy, especially after seeing Prince and me being like, whoa, I'd be very happy. Because I think this is, he needed one dog to desensitize to, he needed one correction, and then he just kind of fell in line.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you, you do have a bit of a problem. Okay? You have a very dominant dog.
Yeah. Like Prince was play bowing, and this guy is just...
Yeah, this guy's like, he's like, I don't care. He's like, I need to assert my dominance. Good news, Prince didn't care. That's good. Prince did not care. Prince did not take it as a personal affront to him or his dominance. I've seen Prince back away and go, I don't want anything to do with this dog. I've seen Prince go, you're trying to be dominant over me, I'm going to be dominant over you. Prince kind of knew there wasn't like a lot to it.
Yeah.
And so Prince didn't care. Do we correct him for jumping on other dogs, even though we know that in his soul, he feels like he needs to jump on other dogs to like figure it out? He like literally is like, I have to do this. I don't think we let him do it because it makes them too damn uncomfortable. In a perfect world, in the wild, or even with him and Prince, we'd turn them loose in a field and one of them would figure it out. But like, we don't live in that world, and it's a dangerous world. I think we're going to let him meet dogs on leash. I'm going to correct him every time he goes up on the dog. You can't live life like that, where this guy needs to meet a dog, and and we let him get up. I'd let it go with Prince because I want to see how far it went. Is he, you know what I'm saying? And that's the dog I can let it go with.
Yeah.
And Prince maybe would correct him. He did not. Prince thought it was freaking fun. Like, what's up with that? Prince is like, yeah. Wasn't that weird?
Yeah, he was always on him. I'm like, dude, bro, like you're gonna get smacked or something, you know?
But but he wasn't. Like, Prince was like, did not feel like doing it.
Yeah.
Which is weird. And we are going to correct him for inappropriately meeting every single dog. Because he thinks he lives in the wild, and he doesn't.
Yeah.
He lives in a world of, you can't do that to other dogs because it makes people and dogs uncomfortable. He thinks he's like in the friggin' wild and he can get on these dogs and figure out his pack deal.